India launched Operation Sindoor and carried out strikes on what it called terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan. New Delhi said that no Pakistani military installations were targeted and that the actions were not intended to escalate tensions. Despite this, Pakistan responded by launching missile strikes on targets inside India. Reports soon emerged that Pakistani air defenses had shot down 3 Indian aircraft, including 2 Rafale fighter jets. Islamabad later claimed that 5 fighters had been shot down. Pakistan claimed that 8 people had been killed and 35 wounded in the Indian strikes. New Delhi, in turn, reported 3 deaths in cross-border fire. Pakistan's Prime Minister said the country has every right to respond strongly to the Indian attacks, while the Foreign Ministry condemned the attacks as a blatant act of war. Pakistan's defense minister later said Islamabad was ready to de-escalate military action if New Delhi backed down. On the other hand, 10 family members of a senior Pakistani official Maliwan Masood Azhar, whom India calls a terrorist in a rocket attack on his house, are killed, leader of the Jaish Mohammed group. He said that vengeance will be immense. India and Pakistan are on the brink of a wider conflict, after India launched strikes on both Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. India said it targeted terrorist infrastructure in the wake of a tourist massacre in India-controlled Kashmir last month. Hindu-majority India and Muslim-majority Pakistan each control parts of Kashmir, but claim it in full and have fought 3 wars over the territory. India is urging other countries, including the U.S., to tell Pakistan to stop supporting terrorism, an official government source said. Foreign Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar said the world must show zero tolerance for terrorism. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has not spoken publicly since the strikes, chaired a high-level meeting with senior ministers. A high-ranking French intelligence official told CNN that Pakistan downed 1 Rafale fighter jet operated by the Indian Air Force IAF in what would mark the first time that one of the sophisticated French-made warplanes has been lost in combat. Pakistan had claimed to have shot down 5 IAF jets in retaliation for Indian strikes, including 3 Rafales. Indian officials are yet to respond to the claim. The death toll in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir has risen to 31, with 57 injured, a military official said. Meanwhile, overnight shelling by the Pakistani military on the Indian side of the line of control in Kashmir killed 12 civilians and injured 57, an Indian defense source told CNN. India and Pakistan have had near-daily exchanges of fire across the line of control since the April massacre. People flee and evacuate on both sides of the border. Authorities in Indian-administered Kashmir ordered the evacuation of citizens from areas they deemed dangerous. Residents of Pakistan-administered Kashmir said they were forced to flee their homes and take shelter after India launched missile strikes. Meanwhile, authorities across all Indian states and territories conducted pre-planned civil defense security drills following an order from the Home Ministry not seen in decades. United States President Donald Trump encouraged de-escalation between India and Pakistan today, following a sharp escalation between the two countries. He said in the Oval Office that he was willing to assist in easing the current violence. "My position is, I get along with both. I know both very well, and I want to see them work it out. I want to see them stop, and hopefully they can stop now," Trump said, adding the situation was so terrible. So far, it is not clear how much of a mediating role the U.S. has taken in the conflict. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who is also the interim national security advisor, spoke to officials from both India and Pakistan yesterday evening. The U.S. State Department said yesterday that Rubio spoke to the national security advisors from India and Pakistan and urged both to keep lines of communication open and avoid escalation.